Alright, everybody say what's up. Aaron over here.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Got Goya bean right there. Yeah, everybody here, everybody here. We got Aaron over here.
What up, what up? Got me picking my
The man right there, Al Vega.
FM Sports, H-Town came out here, come support. I gotta support my Latino family, honey.
Look at me here.
Live? Check. 1, 2. Are we live? How many? One viewer? 20? 600? Anyway, DJ Goya Bean, Fleet DJs, Latino Fleet, Artist Spotlight, round 1. Just testing. Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Today I'ma give me some dick, and I promise you it won't be your dick, cause I heard you been fucking that bitch, and I know you been cheating on me like a big bitch. La 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 la, la 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 la. You a big bitch. La 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 la, la 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 la. Big fat bitch, here fucking these hoes while I'm out here getting this dough. Get your shit and hit the front door. Don't talk to me, talk to these hoes. You big fat bitch, you coming over here tryna play me over there. I know you think you slick, but I'ma make this shit fair. Stop blowing up my phone. Last week you didn't care. I'm about to press ignore, cause you a big fat bitch. I'ma give me some dick, and I promise you it won't be your dick, cause I heard you been fucking that bitch, and I know you been cheating on me like a big bitch. La 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 la, la 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 la
great stories, okay? We're gonna get to the next stories. Let's see what we go. Oh, square up. This for when people try to come to DMs, you know. We think we popular and stuff. You know, we think we somebody. We just regular human beings though. When somebody come to your DM and try to hate on you and stuff, it's for them. They be trying to come to you like I fucked your man. Bitch, that ain't real juicy. That ain't this, that ain't that.
Square up, square up. Square up. You bitches in my DMs, it's some square. You spreading rumors, but I don't really care. You keep on picking, I'ma beat your ass, I swear. Talking down on me, but I don't play fair. You bitches in my DMs, it's some square. You spreading rumors, but I don't really care. You keep on picking, I'ma beat your ass, I swear. Talking down on me, but I don't play fair. You like paparazzi, wanna take a picture of me? Let the Hannibal, you wanna wear the skin off me? Cause I'm sexy and you wish you was fly like me. He got a big dick and I got ass on me. I heard he played you and he made you feel quite crazy. But I got his ring and you ain't got nothing on me. I don't know you, but you say that you know me. You're a lurker like my grandma, you so nosy. Say little bitch, calm down. I'm like Mike Tyson in his prime first round. You think you slick, but you a clown. You got me laughing, you a joke in H-Town. You bitches in my DMs, it's some square. You spreading rumors, but I don't really care. You keep on picking, I'ma beat your ass, I swear. Talking down on me, but I don't play fair. You bitches in my DMs, it's some square. You spreading rumors, but I don't really care. You keep on picking, I'ma beat your ass, I swear. Talking down on me, but I don't play fair. Silicone injections, that's that broke bitch shit. Get that fat transfer, that's that rich bitch shit. You ain't got no edges, I can buy you drops. Call a big booty Judy, cause I heard her shit work. I don't do no dirty shoes, I don't do no short nails. I just do the money walk, like a Mayweather's girl. I just bought me a rollie, but that shit did nothing for me. So I gave it away, cause that shit does not impress me. Little bitch, calm down. I'm like Mike Tyson in his prime first round. You think you slick, but you a clown. You got me laughing, you a joke in H-Town. You bitches in my DMs, it's some square. You spreading rumors, but I don't really care. You keep on picking, I'ma beat your ass, I swear. Talking down on me, but I don't play fair.
Right now.
You bitches in my DMs, it's some square. You spreading rumors, but I don't really care. You keep on picking, I'ma beat your.
Let me take this off.
I was just gonna say, girl, you know you hot. Come on.
She is hot.
Alright, coming out the first.
That was-
coming out the first.
Hey. We got one more, right?
Yeah,
One more, that's it.
Now, this
Don't
one
be
right here,
square.
real hot, man. This one real hot. This one real hot.
What's this one? This one's real hot.
This next one right here, new bitch.
New bitch.
Cat, look over here. Stick your hand down, shoulders back, straight. And stick your ass out, girl.
That
Girl,
ain't,
hold
that
up
ain't.
now. There we go. Yeah, we gotta cover that part. Alright, ready? One more. Head back, straight. There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Tell them about this record, Kat.
Okay, so this record, new big. Okay, new big. I didn't want to say new bitch, cause like I feel like bitch. I always use bitch, and I didn't want to use bish. And then I was just like, damn. And then I put it at big, and I was like, damn, that feel awkward too. I was like, let's just keep the most awkwardest one. That's how I felt. Anyway, long story short, like I have a homeless shelter, I have many businesses, and I do a lot of stuff for a lot of people. So this one, I was like, you know what? My hair is naturally black. You know, I'm, good looking bitch. My hair is good looking. But sometimes I want to change it, and it feel like when I put on new hair, I turn into a new bitch. So like, changed my hair color, went to the dealership, bought me a new car, bought businesses, bought new beds for everybody in my homeless shelter, and I felt good. I felt like a new bitch. So where does record come from? Of course, with a lot of capping. So new bitch, new bitch.
Ooh, I got the money. I tricked you bitches. bought me a new whip, changed my hair color, turned into a new bitch. Drop that old nigga, now bitch feeling rich. Now bitch feeling rich. Went to the dealership, bought me a new whip, changed my hair color, turned into a new bitch. Drop that old nigga, now bitch feeling rich. Now bitch feeling rich. Bloody at the bottom, yeah, you bitches ain't got 'em. See the money on the floor, and the money in the bank. I don't trust you hoes. Gas in the tank, in my right go. Frown on their face when they see me go. Everything designer, Gucci gang. Gucci everything like I'm Gucci Mane. Gucci girl, make 'em kiss the Gucci ring. Boss bitch, me and you could do some things. Rich shit, name on a rich list. He never had a rich bitch that can afford shit. Went to the dealership, bought me a new whip, changed my hair color, turned into a new bitch. Drop that old nigga, now bitch feeling rich. Now bitch feeling rich. Went to the dealership, bought me a new whip, changed my hair color, turned into a new bitch. Drop that old nigga, now bitch feeling rich. Now bitch feeling rich. Went to the dealership, bought me a new whip, changed.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't think I would be performing. I needed that though. I feel good in
I
them.
wanted to get it done. Baby, you got something to say?
It's dope. I could see the last song being like with a twerk beat
Yeah,
and dropping a twerk.
that's what's up.
I could see that. Like that. That's dope.
Like that record. That's what's up.
The last one?
Yeah, the last one is. Yeah, you could hit it up straight up like that, or remix it with a twerk and some high clap.
Yeah.
And when you say drop it with the,
Okay.
you
You got that? Got that?
I think your energy and your persona is authentic. It kind of it exudes that. You're not jumping or playing. You naturally have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you don't have an A&R. You don't have a coach, right? That's just
No,
you.
no,
And
I
you can
write.
sing. And you sing also,
I
right?
sing too.
Yeah, I heard it on the first one. I like all the songs. But which one are you gonna try to push? Because you're gonna need just one.
So we're pushing Squared Up right now.
Okay.
The one in my DM.
The
this
third
is
one,
Square-
right?
The third one.
Right.
And then we're pushing New Bitch next.
The second one is dope, but it's just so raunchy and hard to cut up to make it clean.
Yeah.
Is that the one on the street though? People was like, yeah,
Oh, Big, that's the one that's like, they go crazy over.
right. But that's the one
That's not corporate, it's not like radio, it's not that, but like, Houston is a city on its own. Like, I know you know that. Like, people that are in Houston, like, they make you feel so big, you feel like you don't need to go out, but that's not the truth. So in Houston, that record alone is like crazy. But when you go other places, people get offended. So that's why I feel like that type of record I always have to explain. I don't want to have to explain it. So that's how I know that's not the record. Because you shouldn't have to explain the record.
So this last one is the one you go.
Oh, yeah, we're going to push that record. Yeah.
Are you guys gonna put out like DJ packs?
Yes, yes.
And all that for everybody else to remix or
Yeah,
some
I'm
of
going to
us
do all
here
of
we
that.
like, we like remix, we like to produce as well. So we
Got you.
Flip it and turn it to something else.
Like the instrumental, all of that. Got it. The service pack, we're going to do all of that.
So promo-wise, behind the project that you have going on, you have 5 songs on there. One was one that you didn't perform. Is that one that you're gonna push? That you on the CD that we have?
Then tear it up.
No, it's one on there called Live or Wool or we have another song on there. It wasn't a part before.
It wasn't a part of the It's on the pack.
The Squared Up. I like this shot. Flow.
Flow.
Oh, Flow. I did that record because, like I said, like I do, it's a lot of relationship stuff that I go through that's very hard to deal with as a woman and as a woman in this world growing up. So it's like there's things that where we kind of find ourselves in the flow of things. You don't even want to be with the person, but it's kind of like a flow of life, and you just there. You just like, you got the food ready, you got this ready. I'm gonna flop the dick out, we're gonna do this real quick, then get up, go to work the next day, do this and that. So it's like you going with a flow, which is kind of boring. And it's like, dang, like everybody's scared to let go of what their flow is. But I feel like in this type of setting, like I don't want to form that type of record in this type of setting. I just like to keep the energy up. So yeah, but I'm definitely gonna put that on the project though, because I think those type of stories need to be heard, because I think even at work you're going up with the flow. I think, you know, with your kids you go with the flow. I think everything in life you go with the flow, and sometimes you got to get out of the pattern of the flow in order to see your life just excel. So yeah.
How can the DJs help the ones out here? Because, you know, from the age. How can we, you know, help with what you got going on?
Posting, talking about me, playing the record, of course. Because a lot of people think that when an artist asks to get help, they think people think money. Sometimes you just speaking a good thing on somebody is better than a dollar can give me. Because even with the show that I came out here for, somebody brought me up. Mr. brought me up to the guy. The guy didn't know me. He researched me after he told him and was like, "She dope. Let's bring her out here." The man probably would have never even known of me, but his words that he put in for me is like gave me a lot. So what I say is just talk highly of me. If you like a record, talk highly on that record. Play it for me. Like, to me, that's what I would ask you to do, like, to help me out. Yes.
The bounce record, Get Shot, that's like are y'all familiar with bounce music, like DJs? So I don't know if y'all heard that. Yeah. So Drake had a song out, and I had just happened to mix her record with it. That not Tear It Up, Get Shot, the Get Shot record, the one that was first, and it mixed blended well. But I was thinking in my mind, I was like, dang, this is one of your songs you been came out with. So for Drake to have a bounce record right now, like, this is just a good follow-up. So even pushing that song now,
everybody in New Orleans knows my record. When I come to the club, they're like I'm like, dang, make me feel special. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a fucking superstar for real. Because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, like, all this, like, we just human beings on this earth living. Like, we all, like, gonna be dirt one day again. So my thing is, like, my music is a representation of my hurt, my pain, my happiness, my joy. And if you listen to all my music, I barely talk about what I have. This year, I was like, you know, I'm not gonna be ashamed for my success because I worked for it. I'm not gonna be ashamed of. I'm not gonna be ashamed of how I'm built. Like, if you look at my Instagram 2 months ago, nobody knew like anything about this, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. And one day I put a post and it went viral. I was like, damn. Now I see why these bitches be posting their ass and titties and all type of stuff. You know, so I you know, something like that I'm not aware of. I'm learning as well as myself. You know, I grew up in a household of 10, and we ain't have much growing up. I had to grow up fast. I'm a very mature person because of how I grew up. But at the end of the day, my story is in my music, and you know, I try to be as authentic as possible. And you know, every story is my story. It's my story. It's my shit. What I went through, and it's what I'm going through, and I'm not ashamed. I tell my people at my shows, like, listen, I've been cheated on, I done did wrong to people, I done did this and that. Like, I'm not trying to hide anything, because music should teach us something that should make us feel something, and that's how I feel. So, any other questions?
No, I appreciate it.
So my name is Cat St. John. Everybody follow Cat Meow St. John.
Cat Meow St.
Because my name is Kathleen St. John, and when I was growing up, my uncle went fishing, went back with the hook, hooked it into my mouth right here, yanked it out, so I had to get stitches. I was crying, but I had to get stitches. My mom was one of them moms like, you fail, you gonna get your ass beat. You crying, you gonna get your ass beat. So I was crying, I was like, She was like, you know what, we getting out of here. So the stitches was hanging, that was my punishment. So I was like walking around school like, they were like, meow, meow, cat. And I used to be so ashamed of my name. And then one day, like, I just grew up and I was like, I fucking love my name, because I used to call myself Goddess. And I was like, no, I love it. That's the shit. Cat St. John. And I started taking that in, and I started just taking in the whole cat. And I used to, because I didn't have a childhood like most people did, like as an adult, like I always loved the color purple, but I was always ashamed because I grew up around Crips and Bloods, and you was either blue or red. I grew up in California, or you was white and black for the essays. You know, so like you had to choose, and you had no choice. Not saying that I was never jumped in no gang, nothing like that, but I was always protected, you know. But I always wanted to wear purple, but I couldn't, because even that was a gang. So it was like when I got older, I got purple cars, and I was like, oh shit, everything I have is purple. It's kind of funny. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try purple hair one day. And I tried it. Was like, it gave me life. I was like, this bitch, I don't know this bitch. Like she was somebody else. And like on stage, like she's dumb. But I love it. That's that other side of me that never got to be that when I was young because I had to be an adult as a young child. So yeah, that's where Kat St. John comes from. Kathleen St. John is my real name. Father was Italian, and you know we have Puerto Rican in our family. We have everything in my family. You can think of my mom. She put that work in. Talking about she was that bitch back in the day, and she was that. I ain't gonna say nothing else, but I'm telling you, we nationwide up in my house. You got black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Filipino. What you want? We got it all. But I love my family, so this is where I am. I'm Kat St. John.
Tell them about the 9 Lives real quick.
Oh, 9 Lives. So I'm coming out with a project called 9 Lives. It was supposed to come out November 9th, but the record was so dope. I was like, man, I just have so much more creativity in me. And so at the end of the day, I was like, we cannot rush this. So we said we was gonna put out more mixtape stuff to build more of a fan base. So when the project come out, more people can hear it. And then not only that, the year is getting ready to end. So I didn't want it to look old next year because it said 2018. So I was like, you know, we just do mixtapes. And so 9 Lives is it's just gonna be real crazy. Also too is because I used to do a lot more singing, but my vocal cords are paralyzed on the left side, so that's when I started rapping. And that's why my voice be sounding deep and stuff like that. So I'm just now getting my voice back. And when I was angry, I just like, I'm just gonna rap. And so that's what 9 Lives is, so you can understand the balance of singing. Why is she singing right here? Why is she rapping? What is she doing? Like, it's not about the rapping or singing, the style of it, it's about the words. The words are still gonna flow. But it's the direction of how I'm getting it is going to change, and that's where the 9 Lives comes from, different characters. And that also was growing up in a dysfunctional home. Like sometimes you used to escape to get into a different mind frame so you can escape certain things. And I realized even as an adult, like I still escape. So that's where 9 Lives come from. Kat St. John. You guys follow me.
4 years. Came back to Jersey. Ended up getting interested in being an artist. Been doing that for like 8-10 years. So I met Carl, ended up creating with him and doing music for a while. And now we did a project called The Prodigy, and that's what I've been doing ever since. So right now we can play En Una Nota.
Nice.
Innovation, music. En una nota te toqué, par de besitos te robé. Tú poco a poco calentándote, yo lo coloco devorándote. En una nota te toqué, par de besitos te robé. Tú poco a poco calentándote, yo lo coloco devorándote. Si te diría que tu cuerpo es mi debilidad, cuando te tengo nos matamos la curiosidad. No hay nadie más que te lo haga así como yo, que te ponga loquita cuando hacemos el amor. Déjate llevar, no te arrepentirás. Conmigo será más que una aventura. Vamos a disfrutar esta locura, porque como tú beba ninguna. Déjate llevar, no te arrepentirás. Conmigo será más que una aventura.
Website. Reggaeton is past 2,000 downloads and
200,000.
200. So and YouTube is probably like 2,500. I mean 25,000. And right now I'm gonna show you what Me Encanta. For this song I'm actually doing the video around mid-November. So hopefully I'm looking for somebody to do a video for me. So just listen to it.
Baby, me encanta tu forma de ser, cuando tus labios me saben a miel. Déjate llevar por el placer, cuando me toca te eriza la piel. Tú tienes algo que me enloquece, solo déjate llevar. Y es que me
every digital store there is. Right now, my YouTube is Elemento iMusic TV. I could give it to you later, so you can search. You can find. I'm gonna post more videos and stuff like that. I don't got my whole album in YouTube in my channel because already TuneCore already has all the rights and whatever they collect still goes to me. So, but other than that, you could check me out anywhere in any music store, whatever it is. I have business cards, so if you guys want to pick my business cards, get in contact with me. I like working with new artists. I like working with people that are doing music videos and stuff like that. So I'm willing to work because that's how I get to meet new people. So, you know, any questions, let me know.
I just think you're really dope, and like when you came in here, I didn't know you was an artist, but that's how humble you are, and I appreciate that because in this business, a lot of fakeness.
Yeah.
So I just appreciate you as an artist. You are definitely dope. Like I love it.
I try to keep myself down to earth because I came from the bottom. And I still, to this day, off topic real quick, still to this day, I go see my childhood friends in Puerto Rico because I don't forget where I came from. So every year, at least once or twice a year, I go and see them.
Yeah.
So it's something. Anybody else?
As a DJ, I'm a hip hop DJ, so I play reggaeton music. But for me to come out here and experience everything, you know, it's a whole new world. It's a whole new world. So for me, how hard is it for a reggaeton artist to break into the industry, or at least like, you know, push your records? How hard is it, or is it hard?
Well, it's hard. It was harder back in the day than now, especially in the Latin market, because of the minority that we were. Now we so big that even Jay-Z knows us. To big artists in the music industry right now. Right now, Bad Bunny, which is a Spanish artist, did a record with Drake just recently, like 2 or 3 days ago.
Back in the day, that shit was
back in the day, you only knew Daddy Yankee and Don Omar. That's it. And Tego. That's it. Now you know a Bad Bunny. Now you know all the De La Ghetto. You know all these artists because of that connection that now we have with the English industry. And like back in the day, when I came here, my cousins used to laugh at me because I was a straight Puerto Rican with listening to reggaeton. And the only thing you used to hear over here was freestyle or hip hop, and that was it. That was all they. So I was like very like into Spanish music, even though I used to listen to freestyle and all that stuff that my mom used to make me listen to. I was very into Spanish. But other than that, like I believe now is the way better opportunity, especially with social media and all this stuff, is way open as far as like for Latin community to enter and have that connection with, hey, let's do a song. You do your English part, I'll do my Spanish, and it's gonna sound hot. You know what I mean? And that's why I think now it's way better. And I know that it's about basically like I was telling them earlier, like it's a chill with the girl and stuff, vibe, bring her to the house, have a good time with her and stuff. And it was shot in Orlando with Jack 9. That was, like I said, my single. My idea was to shoot it in a house where I was gonna bring the girl, chill with her, and had a scene in the backyard next to the lake. There was one scene next to the pool, and the vibe to that song it's funny because that song wasn't supposed to be a single until the actual song that was supposed to be a single. I ended up not liking it. So I mean, once we did the video for this song, that's when I was like, and we ended up going to Miami when we did the video to master the whole album with Mike. Worked with him because when everybody closed doors on me, he was the one that picked me up and said, listen, we're gonna work on this album and it's gonna go my way.
So he was just okay, the general.
He was the Ike Turner of the relationship.
So like, I owe a lot of respect and everything that he did for me is because I'm here now doing this, because he pushed me to do it and he believed in me. So he knows. But I'm gonna give you the last record. This record actually was, to me, was the competition of the record that you just heard right now. It's personally my favorite out of all the albums. You can play Algo Dorito.
Baby, te miré, lentamente me acerqué, al oído te dije, cómo no volverlo a hacer otra vez. Algo te tienta y no sé lo que deseas, no tiene una curiosidad que te aferra. Dime qué tú piensas hacer si lo hacemos a la vez, sé que tu cuerpo lo pide y lo anhelas. Algo te tienta y no sé lo que deseas, tú tienes una curiosidad que te aferra. Dime qué tú piensas hacer si lo hacemos a la vez, sé que tu cuerpo lo pide y lo anhelas. Sigue invicto, de tu cuerpo soy adicto, hace rato te noto mirando, yo tú ya ni finjo. Échate pa' acá que yo de ti quiero un besito, y si la noche se hace larga par de tragos y te confisco. Yo sé que tú estás loquita que yo te lo dé, aparenta lo contrario pero en tu cara se ve. Con el nene esta noche usted se quiere entretener, ya no te haga la difícil, no hay nada que perder. Yo sé que tú estás loquita que yo te lo dé, aparenta lo contrario pero en tu cara se ve. Con el nene esta noche usted se quiere entretener, ya no te haga la difícil, no hay...
Salvador. Okay, so I was actually trying to blend in, and the only way I could have blended in was with music. So back in the days, you know, you had all these kids that came in from different countries, Dominican, stuff like that. So I grew up, you know, we made a group called Bajapanti. so we grew up with that, and since then I've been doing music. I was actually 12, but I didn't know anything about, you know, writing, what was the hook, what was the bridge, what was, you know, anything. But little by little I started learning, and, you know, I linked up with, you know, DJ Bacan from Omega. He actually gave me a chance to be in the studio. And then his brother is the one that actually taught me how to do a little bit of mixing, playing with Pro Tools. But I still sound bad at that point, no matter what, when I recorded myself. So I ended up meeting Elemento. And Elemento brought me to Carl, which I upgraded my craft, my writing skills. Not my writing skills, but the way I sound, the way he taught me how to listen to myself, count bars better, time myself, and I mean, here I am, you know. I went through a little personal issue. I left music for like 4 years, and I came back, and they gave me a chance. And I got thrown out of the studio a couple of times because they didn't want me there. They said, that's not the shit I showed you. So I kept coming back, and I sat down in that studio for another almost 2 years until I finished my album, which is, I'm doing pretty good in it. You know,
I told you it wasn't just
it wasn't pretty. You know, he used to get in the booth. He's like, "You ready?" I said, "Yeah." "No, you're not. Get the fuck out." I'm like, "All right." No, I used to sit right next to me. He's like, "No, get the fuck out. Like, get out of the studio." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah. Come back another day." I used to come back another day. I used to
come back another day.
Yeah.
How many joints you got, bro?
I got actually 9 joints in the city, and I got a big remix coming up. One of my singles that's actually really, really good. And it's with a guy named Dynasty the King. He's actually been in Hot 97. You know, he's doing really good for himself, and I hope that remix does. You know, one of my originals, you know, version of my song is doing, which I got like 200,000 plus views on YouTube. I forgot it's Ben Affleck. It's called. He's from Boston. It's called The Towel.
Oh,
You guys familiar with that?
Yeah.
So that's what the video is based on. So you know what I mean? Like, so you actually, so you actually, they robbed the bank. They you know, they kidnapped the girl, and then he fell in love with the girl. So that's what my song is about. Pack of love, like Pacto de Amor. So that's what you know, that's where I took my music, and you know, basically I got certain other stories to that. So
That's dope.
We was actors in that.
and there were the actors in the YouTube and the video. So
That's,
yeah.
wait, before you play that, it's just really good because a lot of times, even in Houston, you don't get producers or even engineers or anybody that's willing to work with the artist to be that detailed. So I'm gonna be honest, like y'all have one of the best positions in the industry for y'all to have a them tight understanding and somebody be genuine, 100 honest with you, still let you vibe, and they be in your video, and they still like
Oh yeah, we
come
do
back
all
and
that.
they
All that.
The video was against my will. Just
Yo, hold on a second. When you guys watch the video, he's the one that actually grabs the girl. He's like,
yeah, that's
You
why.
gonna get this song right too,
so
right?
it's like, oh,
You know what? You know what though?
So, you know what I mean? That's the original is really good. Like the vice more like a dance song, it's like.
Quiero hacer el amor, entrégate con pasión. Esta noche quiero hacer un pacto entre tú y yo. Una noche de amor, una noche de pasión. Esto queda como un pacto entre tú y yo. Y poco a poco voy acercándome para hacerte mía, bebé. Acelero el proceso, no perdamos tiempo, bebé. Acércate que me quiero perder. Hagamos un pacto, baby. Motívate, desnúdate, que yo quiero ser el dueño de tu piel. Hasta el amanecer quiero tenerte otra vez. Hasta el amanecer quiero tenerte. Vámonos. Quiero hacer el amor, entrégate con pasión. Esta noche quiero hacer un pacto entre tú y yo. Una noche de amor, una noche de pasión. Esto queda como un pacto entre tú y yo. Dame un segundo nada más.
This song. So this other single that I want to release is called Quiero Más. It's called like when you're at a club, you know, you want to actually more after the night finishes, right? Right. So you actually, you know, you go hunting, right? Girls go hunting, guys go hunting at the club. So this is basically what this record is about.
I was
You go actually. So you know what I mean? So it's actually Quiero Más. We go what it means. So that's what it means. Is Quiero Más. It's actually, you know, Carl worked with this other producer. His name is Double R. He's from Victoria Records. You know, pretty cool producer. But we end up finishing the record anyways. So, and
La vi en la discoteca, ella me pone mal. Me la acerco porque quiero más. La vi en la discoteca, ella me pone mal. Me la acerco porque quiero más y más, quiero más y más, quiero más, quiero más y más y más, quiero más, quiero más y más y más, quiero más. Más me le pego, ella siente el procedimiento, ella no se asusta, le gusta, la nena está bien dura, dame de eso sin censura. Luna, seguro que después de aquí hacemos travesura, parte locura, con la mini mata, ella se lo gana, esos movimientos que matan.
understand the language or anything like that, but we can feel it. And it makes you want to move. It makes you want to like just like that vibe, that whole like this vibe just captivates. You know, that's what I really enjoyed about both of y'all songs.
That's what we're looking for too. Like the whole, if you don't understand what we're saying, but the music is gonna have.
Believe it or not, sometimes I don't understand some English words.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Well, like I was saying, me and him was just talking about some of like the music that we listen to, like the DJ. So we already, like the second one, I was like, I already know transition wise, we could go into reggae right after that, or even Afro beats. But even Afro beats because of the we produce too. So like when I'm listening to music, I engineer, I produce, I do all that. So like I have more years as a DJ. So when I listen to music, I already know like in my head I could go to this, to that. Because sometimes we freestyle DJing, like we have routines, but then sometimes we just be like, I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna go this. That's what keeps things lively for us. And you know,
and to put it, that's what we were looking for when we started doing our projects, because we did our projects basically together.
Okay.
And everybody in the Spanish industry was going into that trap.
It's trapped up.
So we were like, no, we're gonna go dancehall. And we went dancehall with a lot of our records that are like in our project now, and the ones that are coming have a lot of that feeling, dancehall feeling. Because we didn't want to, like Carl was saying, we didn't want to keep on going to the same route with other artists.
Alright, I'm Mr. Playboy. I come from Corpus Christi, Texas, which is 4 hours away from Houston. I grew up down the street from Selena. Everybody knows. And that was a motivation to see that dreams come true for music. I don't know what it is. But I do hip hop music. Fun fact, I don't really know how to speak Spanish, even though I'm Hispanic. And that's Texas. Man, I got two records produced by me. I've been rapping since I was 15. Started as a battle rapper, freestyling. By the time I was 17, I opened up a Master P for Descent. And ever since then, I just did like it. That's why I'm always riding solo. Haters always mad because they chick want a photo. Telling me she want me, pass the number on the low-low. Hit around 2 and have a bouncer like a pogo. I stay fresh, wear the jewels on my fit. Showtime, drop the record, get the whole club lit. No table manners, drinking straight up out the bottle. I remember when they died and how the haters wanna follow. You see me posted like a motherfucking stamp. Now your Dub C Dub want a motherfucking chance. Diamonds twerking like Molly on a Molly. Poker lot pimping, trying to pull a thotty. Straight out of Texas, catch me out in Venice. Pull up in a phone, but that bitch ain't rented. Feeling good, I don't even have to say it. Popping bottle at the bottom till my head starts spinning. Throw some money, watch the hoes get crazy. Pop a bottle, watch these hoes get crazy. Throw some money, watch the hoes get crazy. Pop a bottle, watch these hoes get crazy. When I walk in the club, the bros dancing. When the light hit the ice, it start dancing. So much liquor in my cup, have you napping. Talking out your neck, had my whole crew clapping. Dancing.